Record. Okay. Because there's only like 3 people on here, whereas there's like 10 people who are e-learning for this class. Yeah, so it's what? So you're saying pecuniam, does it go with anything? Does it have any like buddy next to it with the same ending? Kylie? And what case? What you said it was probably a case, right? Danny, what case is it? Yeah, so it's probably the what? Yeah, yeah. Sorry if that's a vague question, but when someone tells me the case of something, I didn't say like which means it's what. And by that I mean what is the function, right? That thing that's on the far right of your noun chart. By the way, is your noun chart on the table. So yes, we have a direct object early on. We know our subject is you all. At this point, it's basically just a vocabulary thing, and then we have sine curis at the end, which is something we need to take care of. Let's see, an internet kid. Is there anything that y'all could tell me about that we haven't covered already? If not, it's fine. I know I'm catching off guard. Who else? Caden? Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you could talk about? Yeah, what's going on with curries at the end? That's kind of weird. What's going on with that? From curry? Yeah, it has a long IS ending, which means it's one of which 2 cases? It's one of 2 separate cases. It's either dative plural or ablative plural. Those long ISs, meaning it's either an indirect object or an object of a preposition. Can anybody tell me, and then we'll move on with the translation, is there a preposition in this sentence? Because if there's a preposition, we know that curry is probably ablative, not dative. One person? Yeah, sine, right? So something about like without airs. Here. All right, let's kind of go through this. So who wants to start off the first half? What does C mean, anyone? Ava? Yes, it's actually a conjunction. It's one of our few conjunctions that start off a sentence. It's called a conditional sentence when we start with if. So if what? Who can take it from there and kind of do it, the first few words? Who wants to take on these first 4 words? We just said the first one's if. Ava? You all have what? Oh, good. Yeah, if you all have much money, exactly. If you all have a direct object, because our subject is in the ending of our verb, habetus, and the direct object is right there in front of it, which we're getting used to, right? We're kind of getting the hang of that. That's like a very typical Latin thing, and it's not like English, but we're getting used to it. If you all, or I'm sorry, yeah, if you all have much money, then what? Saepe non estis. Carson, what is saepe non estis? Or the whole thing?
Is often without.
But who is often without?
You all.
Yeah, if you all have much money, often you all, non-estis.
Also, like, you have a question, but it's not.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. There's no other way to say this, right? If we try to say, if you all, oh wait, we could, right? If you all have much money, but it's, oh, there is no non. Oh, okay. Oh my God. I thought there was a non there, in which case we would have to add a do or does, but there is none. Whoopsie daisy. If you all have much money, thank you. There's a negation in the second part. I'll probably have to fix it on the next slide too. That's fine. Can I still? No.
Give it to me.
I'll fix it on the next slide. If you all have
much money, give it to me.
Type A, you all, and then non, are often not, so it's kind of tricky, are often not, because estis is like are, it's you all are, but it's non, so it's are not. Sine curis, anyone? Sine curis, we already kind of did that. I gotta fix it again. Without cares. Is that me? Oh my gosh. Hello? Good morning. Let's see. Maybe I didn't put it into the thing properly. I have 3. Yes. I do have this sheet, but I don't think any of them are paying anything right now. Okay, I just redid it on the Power School, the knife and fork icon thing. So. Okay. Yep. Did that again. All right. Thank you. This hot lunch thing is a real learning curve. It's a lot of, okay, so let me fix it one more time. If you all have much money, that makes more sense. I think when I was like writing this out on the PowerPoint slide, I was like, why are they both being negated here? Both of the verbs. So yeah, if you have a lot of money, then does that make sense? Often you are not without cares. Not without. Wouldn't it be you are without cares? Because like if you have a lot of money, oh wait. We're not without cares. I guess they mean cares as in like you're cared for as opposed to cares as in worry. Some people say, oh, you're carefree. That means you're like worry free. But Madeline is talking over me, so that's awesome. I love it so much. Madeline, go ahead and move behind Nathan, please, for the rest of class. Thank you. I mean, Aiden, actually. All right. Who can tell me about this one? Who can read this in Latin first? Yes, Macy, go ahead. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I think the whole class would appreciate if y'all calm down back there. Thank you so much. So remember, that is a hard G in magistrum. It's not magistrum. That sounds weird. But puellae magistrum de concilio malo sine mora monet. Very good pronunciation there. Can you tell me something about this, Macy? Is there something that leaps out to you and you're like, oh, that's the subject, or this is the direct object, or something like that? Yeah. Let's like get to the bottom of that real quick and then move on. So puellae, first noun we're seeing, it can be nominative, so why shouldn't it be nominative? Let's check to see if it is nominative. Jake, what's the verb here? The verb. Where is the verb usually in our more typical Latin? We say this almost every day. I wonder if that's not a great seat for you. I would have trouble seeing a focus seat in that corner. Let's see. Who can tell me? Devin, what's the verb in this sentence? I know you're still getting used to our verbs and our vocab in general. Maddie, what's our verb in this sentence? Right where we want it to be. Yeah, remind. So it's that last word. Moneo, monere means remind or advise. So not every Latin sentence. There are totally like different kind of Latin sentences where the verb doesn't show up in the end. But like 90% of the time, your verb will be the last word. Where will your verb be? It will be the last word. Good. I'm not good at like triggering those kinds of moments in class, but y'all know how to do that. It's the last word. Okay, so everyone will know that forever now, right? So does our verb ending match with the thing that we think is the subject? Let's find out, Maddie. Monette, is it first, second, or third person? Third? Yeah, singular or plural? And why don't you have your noun chart out? I bet your answer would be faster. Nelius, is it singular or plural, third person? Third person, singular or plural? Plural, it is because it's NT, it's not just T. OST must is int. All right. Who's got the noun chart? And now maybe some other people now that said it. Okay. So yeah, it agrees with girls, right? Girls definitely is a subject. The verb agrees with that. So yep, it is subject. Now what else? Look at another detail. Kaylin, what's another? What? Yeah, exactly, right? Are we getting used to the sim structure yet? Our subject is often like right next to the direct object. So yeah, if our verb is third person, we have the structure a lot. And then if our verb is like first or second person and we don't have a subject spelled out for us, and it's just kind of like inside of the verb ending, it's like I, you, or we, that's usually when the first word is the direct object. So just know that your first nouns are either the subject or the direct object, or both. The subject and the direct object right next to each other. Something we would never do. in English, right? Laura, would you ever say, I, the hamburger, eat? Would you ever say that? You would? Okay. So that means your brain works similarly to the way ancient Romans' brains worked. Well, we in America in the 21st century, we say
Who would
I,
I both
then we say the verb, or like we say the subject, then the verb, then the direct object. This is just how it is in Latin. We have the subject, then the direct object, then a bunch of prepositional phrases maybe, then a verb. So I already kind of gave it away. Who could tell me? It looks like we have like 2 prepositional phrases. I see a bunch of words in the middle. Who can tell me which 2 words in the middle go together? There's 2 words in the middle that go together. Natalie? Yeah. What case do you think they are? Good. Yeah. I think they're ablative. I wonder why Natalie thought that. Because it's right next to a what? It is right next to a.
Stop, Haley.
In what preposition? Am I incapable of keeping my mask on? I don't know.
Sissy can't do it right now.
Wait, all my kids, I turned you back on. What preposition is concilio malo the object of? No? So this is kind of confusing because it's surrounded by a preposition. Okay, de is a preposition and also sine. So concilio malo, something about a bad plan, which one does it go with? There's no real way to know except the context. Well, okay, we still have another noun. What's Mora doing? Anyone? What's the case of Mora? What does it mean? Our chicken boy is telling us what Mora means, but what is it like doing? Macy? It's another ablative. So concilio malo is probably the object of what? De or sine? Anyone out loud? Probably de, whereas Mora is the object of sine. So that's just like word order. So word order doesn't matter in Latin. It matters less than it does in English, but it still will tell us certain things, right? There's no way that Mora is the object of de. That would just be weird. Why would it be so far away? Unless it was poetry. Sometimes Latin poetry does crazy things like that. But an ablative is usually right next to the preposition it is the object of. So who wants to put this all together? Look at those 2 prepositional phrases. Don't get thrown off on them. We only got 3 prepositions. Remember, de, from or about, sine without, and in, which is in or on. So we got 2 prepositional phrases. And other than that, it's like a very normal sentence. The only thing making this like slightly spicy grammatically are the 2 prepositional phrases. Who wants to put it all together? Natalie, yes. What do you think? Exactly. Very good. The girls warn the teacher about the evil plan without delay. Guys, whether you're a girl or a guy, tell me if you hear about an evil plan. Tell me without delay. Okay, I think it's a good policy in general to do this when you do happen to be privy regarding an evil plan. Some kids, you know, they end up hatching certain schemes and plots, and you need to tell your teachers if that happens. I guess I'm joking. I am joking. All right. Any questions about this one? Okay. So prepositional phrases, that's the only thing about this that's like a little different. If it was just the girls warn the teacher, hopefully everyone would be able to translate that like immediately. But we did have a little more going on with the prep phrases. Okay, this one's a little weird. It's really weird. There's 2 things that I don't really care about grammatically that show up in the sentence. But it is good that we know about them. Mace, do you want to read it?
I would like to get out.
Yeah.
When it says I don't know.
Magnet.
Yeah. It can mean great or large. Doesn't matter if it's a large or great.
It's kind of a context thing. I bet it's probably great here. I think Magnus is usually great. And it's not really so much describing size. I think that would be more rare that it's going to be large. So just err on the side of translating Magnus as great. In what case is Magna Poeta? They almost don't look like they're going together. But remember, Poeta is, along with farmer and sailor, it's actually masculine. So that E ending, it has come up, but I have purposely not put a spotlight on it. What's going on here? What with the O? What does that tell us? At the end, who remembers what a mabote means? What is this? Is this maybe a voice? Maybe? Hey, Right. So we start out with like oh great poet, and at the end there's please. Amabo te is please. It's like literally something like I will like you, but the Romans would hear this as just like please. Like do this for me, please. I'll like you if you do this. So oh great poet. So this is like dialogue, right? Like it'd actually be nice if we had something like this, like telling us that it was definitely something that's like being said by someone, like kind of like in a play, a scene of a play or something. So oh great poet, and then I see Sumus. Sumus, I don't know. Oh no, we just saw Sumus a couple. Well, we saw Debanos. What is the person and number of Sumus, Grace? Yeah, so our subject is what? It's we. So oh great poet's not the subject. That's like the person being spoken to. So what's the case of oh great poet, anyone? That case I always make fun of and we don't see all that much. Caitlin? Yeah, is that vocative? Do I do a color for that? Yeah. Even though it's not down here, I'm putting my vocative in like this orange color.
Ella said the answer. Ella said the answer in the chat.
Oh, Ella. So let's see. Well, Ella's gonna translate it for us then. That's good. But does anybody else want to tell me more details? We know our subject's we. Our chicken boy is telling us whereas means true or real. If you verify a document to see that's true. And that iuare means to help. So those are two words we haven't seen too much yet. Any other details? Anyone? All right, Ella, if your mic is on. Is your mic on, Ella? No?
Yeah, it's on.
Awesome. So go ahead and translate this. What did you come up with?
Oh, great poet, we are your friend. I don't know, Iowea, wait,
But then what? Yeah.
and then please.
Yeah, please. And so we are your friend, but not we are your friend, and it might be more like friends, plural, because amiki, that's the plural, nominative plural. I don't think that'd be definitive. But you're missing wary, so not just we are friends, we are what kind of friends? Wary. From veris, vera, verum.
Your friends.
Not your friends. You're thinking of like tuus, tua, tuum. So let's have Natalie jump in real quick. Right, so we are true friends. And then what is iua me? So iua is coming from the verb to help, but what form is this? I don't see an ost must have sent. I don't see an are or an ere. It's not an infinitive either. It's a Carson.
Gosh, it's imperative.
Yes.
It slipped out of my mind for a second.
It's an imperative. So we see the infinitive right here. I know that's kind of low down, but the infinitive, like to help, the infinite version of it that's not been conjugated is an are. We drop that re, it becomes a command, and it's not no longer I help or you help or to help. It's just help. So it's help. Who, Carson, is help?
Me.
Yeah, we are true friends. Help me, please. I don't know what this person is, why they're in distress, but I guess they need help from a great poet. So that is the imperative. That was a bonus on the very first quiz we took. Still a word we're learning. You guys are having to learn all these words.
Skeleton burglation.
So, oh, great poet, we are true friends. Help me. Me here is a direct object. The only other thing it could be is an object of prep, and I don't see it. And he said, please. So, good. Not bad. Any questions? Anyone? Thank you, Ella and Natalie. And anybody
I would.
helped with that? All right, let's see. Caitlin, can you read number 8 out loud?
Let me. What the heck? How come I have two number 8s? Femina et agros et portum agricolae videt.
Good. Agricolae, leapet. Caitlin, does anything leap out to you? Like, what do you think the subject is, or what's the verb?
On just with the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant verb. 8. Yeah, I know this.
Agricolae.
What about it, Agricolae? You think it's the subject?
I don't know.
It like could be it could be nominative, but it's right next to something that tells me it's not our subject actually. Carson, what's the verb?
The verb is needed.
And we is first, second, third, singular, plural.
Singular.
Yeah, so we can't have a plural subject. This is not nominative then. You need a singular nominative. What's a singular nominative, person?
Femina.
Yeah, it's just femina, right, Caitlin? It's the first noun we see.
What?
Femina is the subject. It's the first noun we see, and it agrees with our verb, so that's the subject. And then what do we do when we have two ets? I can already tell that one of the ets is like a little extra. So the first one will be what? Anyone out loud? Yeah, both. Good. So the woman, what did she do? The woman, what does with deo with dairy mean, Maddie? Video today needs to. Benson Fisher? What is he doing with Bayreach? When you're watching a video, are you using? Yeah. I mean, I guess you also hear videos, but you like primarily see them. Yeah, to see. So the woman sees something about the woman sees what? She's going to see some direct objects, right? So what are the direct objects she sees? Ava? The farms and the what? Good. The farm, and it's actually.
Woman sees the entrance.
Yeah, the woman sees both the fields or farms and the door. Oh, I kind of skip a step there. That's fine. But she's going to see these direct objects. So I think we should be really used to knowing that AM is singular, first declension, accusative, direct object ending. And we're starting to also get used to this being plural, second declension, masculine, accusative, plural. So I love the accusative case. Try to learn your accusative endings really well. The only accusative ending we don't like is UM, since UM also sometimes is the nominative. But the other accusative endings, AM, AS, and OS, I love them. I love them a lot. They're very unique and distinct. So the woman sees both the fields and the gate. And I've already given away, but anyone out loud, what is the case of Agricola? Gave it away on X. It's genitive. So it's not just the gate, it's the gate what? The farmer. The gate of the farmer. Yes, so we're starting to get used to these genitives appearing after a noun that they are possessive of. So I like to draw my little possessive arrow from the genitive too. The thing it's possessive of. I guess it's kind of possessive of both direct objects. It's the fields of the farmer and the door of the farmer. But you only need to write at once. Of the farmer, whoops. I gotta proofread this a little bit, and let's fix this now for the next class. Sees both the fields and the door, or the gate rather. What word should we get from porta? Porta, anyone?
Portal.
Yeah, we get portal. Portal, like you think of it as a science fiction term, but it really is like actually an old-timey word for anything that's like an entrance or like a door that you go through. So yeah, think of portal. Think kind of like a port of a city. It's like the naval entrance, the entrance that that boats take. All right, we got just a little more than 5 minutes left. We can probably do one more, and that'll be a wrap for 2. And we got 10 minutes on the Zoom. No, I will never upgrade. I think the system works if I just start the Zoom call a little late. All right. Okay. All right. And now my remote's not working. Okay. Who can read number 7? Who else is on the call? Do we have Elizabeth on the call or me?
No, it's just Ariana.
Ariana. I don't know if Ariana's mic is on. Who can read this though? Let's see. Manny? Good. What's something you can tell me about this one, Danny? Yeah, I mean, very good. Yeah. So we have a third person plural, meaning we need like a plural subject, right? Whether it's like 2 singular subjects together or if it's one plural subject. I know that's kind of confusing, but it needs to be either a compound subject or a plural subject. So what could our subject or subjects be? I guess subjects would be the word. I already know what's plural. What's our subjects? What are our subjects, I should say? Danny? Maybe not. I don't think quite Rosarum could be a subject. What do you think the ending of Rosarum is from Rosa, Rosa? Yeah. Okay, I'm actually like kind of glad you said that. Because you're thinking it has like the UM ending. It's actually ARUM, which is kind of hard. Again, this is like a kind of a dictionary entry kind of knowledge. It's coming from Rosa, Rosa. So that means everything after the S. That's your ending. Everything after the S in Rosa, Rosa. Because so it's actually genitive. It's ARUM. So what do you think it's possessive of? Genitives usually like to be possessive of the thing in front of them, the noun in front of them. What do you think? Yeah, maybe numerous. Good. And then let's see, Laura, what do you think the subjects are? So we still don't have a subject or subjects. If you had to guess, like really quick, what do you think it'd be? Yeah, wait. Maybe not feminom, because feminom has an ending that's not nominative. Kaden, what do you think the subject is? Maybe it's forma, but remember, forma is singular and our verb is third person plural. So is it forma and something else? Forma and what else? What else could be the subject with forma? It might not have the same ending, but it might be another nominative ending now. Yeah, numerous. So we have a masculine subject and a feminine one. That happens. And they love throwing this double et at us, so it's both the what, Natalie? Both the form or shape or beauty and the numerous. What's numerous, Antonio? Both the form and the. What do you think that means? What if you put a B right there? This word would mean what? Yeah, both the form and number, and then if roses are in the genitive, what? The form and number blank the rose. Anyone? Out? Oh, yes. Both the form or it's probably more like beauty or shape. Both the beauty and the number of the roses satisfy a direct object. And what's our direct object? Anyone out loud? Feminom, right? Yeah, so Laura, feminom was not the subject. It is the direct object. That's the thing the beauty and the number of roses is going to satisfy. Incredible. Amazing. Oh, so I can, yeah, sure. There's just one more, right? All right. You guys are doing a great job bearing with the translation. Remember, first 3 weeks of the week, first 3 days of the week are translation heavy, but then we ease up on Thursday and Friday. So you just got to put up with 3 days of translation here in the last.
So like that last year.
You get for homework. Safety. Satisfy. Yep. Sati or satiare. Yeah, we don't see that verb too much. Chicken boy is up. Concerns. Let's see, how much time do we have with the online? Oh, we got 5 minutes, so that's more than enough time. We got 3 minutes till the bell. Let's do this one. Oh, this one's easy. What 2 words go together, number 8? There's 2 words that just go together. Like
Multi.
Caden? Yeah, and I think Caitlin was going to say that too. Maybe. Good, yeah, Malta and Bella. They got the same.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
Good. And then where's our verb in the sentence, Madison? You know this. Uh-oh. Pick a verb, Madison. Where are verbs usually? Then you can try to pronounce it. Is that OTO? No. That doesn't have an ending that looks very verby to me. Ava? What could Sarah want? Madison, I know you know this. Our verbs are 90% of the time into the sentence, the last word in the sentence. And it even has an ending that looks really verby. Ava, is that first, second, or third person? Singular, plural. Good, so we need a plural subject. What's our plural subject, anyone? What's our plural subject? Caitlin? Say it again? So, well, yeah, but so it would be they if there was no other nominative plural. But is there maybe a nominative plural that will be our quote-unquote they? Which is, I know, a little confusing way of phrasing it. But what's our plural subject? Because I think we do have a nominative plural. You might not realize it's nominative plural. Those first 2 words, is that mini, comma, beautiful? I don't think it's beautiful. I think it's mini Bella. Evan? Yeah, is it one word? That's from Bell and Belly. So this is actually that neutered nominative plural ending with the A, right? So many wars, non-consider what? Anyone out loud? Many wars. But do they consider or are they non-considered? So they like not considered. They, what helping verb do I need to kind of put together? Yeah, do not conserve What, a direct object? What's a direct object? Anyone else have? Anyone? Grace? Yeah, I think it's OTM, which is kind of confusing because OTM is another neuter noun. And so technically it could be a direct object. I mean, sorry, it could be a nominative. But we're already kind of deciding that Ella is the nominative. So we can't have two nominatives that aren't like linked with a X. So it's many words do not conserve a direct object piece. It's so true. Words don't really tend to conserve piece. I mean, sometimes they're thought in order to like arrive at a more peaceful state, but it's kind of rare. Or the bell's gonna ring, but maybe you have like a minute to work on your homework. Online kids, thank you for joining us, Ariana, Caitlin, and Ella. And I'll see y'all later. And I'm gonna upload this in like right now.
Can we say bye?
Yeah. Let me make your thing show up. All right, let's see here. And y'all, if y'all talk to any of the other kids who are doing e-learning, tell them to come to this stream. I don't know why they're not, but y'all are cool. Y'all and who's the other one who's been showing up?
Too early in the morning to come.
Yeah, it is a little early. It's a little early. Bye.
My mom has to wake me up every day
Really?
because I don't wake up on my own.
Well, I'm glad y'all can make it. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.